Good morning. My name is Ifyemi Andrew. Let's look at headlines on the various national newspapers. The Punch is where we start today, and it says CBN appoints new executives for Union, Keystone, Polaris banks. Federal government plans 450 billion naira power intervention fund. Global trade to grow by 2.3% in 2024, World Bank. Edu, EFCC quizzes top ministry officials, ICPC recovers 50 billion naira. And this one says naira plunges to 1,082 naira to a dollar despite CBN's $2 billion debt repayment. And this one here says Soludo planning to muscle traditional rulers, APC alleges. All are headlines from the Punch newspaper. Quickly now on the Vanguard, retired Civil War soldiers protest unpaid 44 years pension in Oyo. Now that is sad. We'll hope we get a response to this and hear what the reason could be from the government as to why these men who fought and defended their country haven't received their pension. I mean, what are we saying? Other civil servants are still awaiting their pension, most of them. Both state and federal level. It's not like it's particular to states. At different states and at the federal level, same old story. Third mainland bridge, gridlock paralyzes parts of Lagos. You see here, Beta Edu and the crime scene called Nigeria by Kichuko Amechi. That's a write-up you might want to read. This one says, B. Edoga, greatest casualties of 2023 electoral fraud, Labour Party. All of those are headlines on the Vanguard newspaper. The Nation is next, and on The Nation, interesting. This one says, still, CBN appoints new managers for the Union, Keystone, Polaris banks. And we had that on the Punch earlier on. Government Yuletide palliative sharing ongoing. Did the government talk about sharing palliatives for the Yuletide? Well, if you go on The Nation, you might find all the details, and perhaps we understand what is behind this and what is the plan for sharing this. Has palliatives ever solved any problem? I thought we've passed this where Nigerians have said clearly, do what needs to be done and not this palliatives. Palliatives would not even last a week, a day, 2 days for most people, and then they are even worse than they were before the palliatives came. Get the refineries to work, invest in agriculture, tackle insecurity so people can go back to the farm. I mean, these are the things that matter the most right now. So find out what the palliatives are. NLC suspends Imo delegates conference indefinitely. CBN, okay, we got that before. Otedola's 1 billion naira boost for Lagos security is also a headline you would find on the Nation newspaper. Another one here says APC women to embark on nationwide empowerment initiative. We'll take a short commercial now. Continue after the break.
He done trading himself. James, hello.
Susan, I beg. Say the wine meaning.
For where you who no longer depend solely
across the country. My name is Ifeanyi Andrew, and just before we call out the phone numbers and take your messages on WhatsApp and on social media, by the way, we are streaming on Facebook, so join in on the conversation. The advantage is if you are streaming on Facebook, you don't only get to listen, you also get to watch us live and get the opportunity to drop your comments real time. And I'll repeat this so that you enable us to take you as much messages on Facebook as possible. Try to keep the messages short. It's a live stream, so try to keep the messages really short. So as much as possible, be very precise with your thoughts so we can take as much messages as possible. All right, still looking at headlines and a few of the national days. Let's go on now over to what we have on the Daily Times newspaper. There are a few headlines there that might interest you. Meanwhile, use the WhatsApp number 0809-030-6416. Again, 0809-030-6416. On Facebook, it is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Again, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH is the page on Facebook, so go there, like it, and interact with content. Okay, so let's see what we have here. PDP article calls for stiffer sanctions. Find out for who. And it's now called EduGate on the Daily Times. More heads to roll as EFCC quizzes bank chiefs. Tinubu dismisses Irukera Oko as CEO of FCC, PC, and BPE. I think that happened some 2-3 days ago. This one says, okay, I think that's the most you can see. All right, this one here says, lawmakers reiterates commitment to partner with Enugu. Nigerian Army rejigs posting of 206 generals. That's also a headline you would see on the Daily Times. And this one here says, aviation unions tackle Kiamo over industry appointments. All of those are headlines you would find on the Daily Times newspaper. And I'll leave us with this one. Dogara urges Tinubu to bring perpetrators, sponsors of Plateau Massacre to justice. Okay, and all of those are on the Daily Times newspaper. The numbers to call are 0817-923-0003. I'll take that number again, 0817-923-0003. You can also call 0817-923-0007. Either of those numbers, and you get access to us here in the studio. This one from the news, a few headlines too. Government House Chief of Staff Chidi Amadi resigns. Rivers State government promises to tackle unemployment. Pro-Wike lawmakers' request for 2024 budget continues to stir reactions. This one says EFCC releases suspended Minister Betta Edu on bail, amongst many other headlines you got from the news. All right, let's go on and take some of your calls. Remember, the numbers to call again are 0817-923-0003. You can also call 0817-923-0007. Any of those numbers, and you get access to us here in the studio. On X, it is Nigeria Info PH. So join in on the conversation there as well. Please just tell us your name and where you are calling from, and try to be as brief as possible while also being civil. Good morning, Nigeria Info. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Andrew.
Good morning to you. Your name and where you're calling from, please.
Yes, my name is J.H. I'm calling you from Romigbo.
Okay.
Oyun Gofa, Professor Ololo, and College in Sirimovo want to take 3 of them together. Oyun Gofa reiterated that the Assembly 25-member sitting is illegal, and the martial at this point, and at the end of the day, to them that have ear, let them hear. Professor of economics too also said that representing the budget will cause economic crisis. And Courage's removal have said that they've gotten an order and they have served it on all confirmed. So I don't know what this whole thing about bringing budget or not bringing budget is all about. Before I go, Andrew, I remember a senior officer the APC chairman in the state right now, saying that somebody that crossed to the team from the SDP that is not aware. I think you're the one that did the interview. At the same time, he said even the same SDP people. How come he's aware of these other people and is not aware of Magnus Abbey crossing?
All right, JJ.
He said there is fight in the PDP while Magnus faction, his own faction, and the 25 lawmakers are the ones that will now totally destroy the APC and the makers. I wish them well. Thank you very much.
All right, JJ, I think I had that conversation with Chief Tony Okocha, and so just to get in proper perspective, because I think you're not having the whole thing in perspective, he did not say that the major thing he pointed out was that there's a process to rejoin a party, and he's not saying he's asking Magnus Abbey to write to him. He only says the senator had not had any conversation with him as the state chairman of the party. That was his point, in the sense that if you were somewhere and you left and you're returning to that company, well, the management of the company has to know. You have to have a conversation with them. And he's saying that has not been done. He has not come to me. He has not said, oh, as chairman, this is what the party requires and this is it. And I want to come back and all the other processes that follows. That was what the conversation was. These people, he received them, so which meant that he is interacting with them personally. I think it's very clear and very simple. We don't have to twist it. It's just very straightforward. What was it? Nigeria Info, good morning.
Good morning, Ifeanyi Andrew.
You're welcome.
My name is Comrade Letamari Sunday. I'm calling from Buri.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, the APC caretaker chairman, River State, Tony Okocha, received scores of defectors from SDP. I think that is a welcome development to APC. I think last time when Tony Okocha was on an interview in your studio, I also advised him to use his idea as a leader to coordinate the party, not minding what maybe his complaint was like, that some people who came in do not meet him and all that. I advised him to see some more courage as a leader to coordinate the party. And today you have seen by his wealth of experience, which he has been able to use to as a leader to listen to some advice. You see, people are coming in, trooping into the party. And so I welcome his ideas and his ability to coordinate the party, as the responsibility given to him has been socially reached now. Because the party at the national will be happy seeing him receiving scores of defectors. That's that. Let me go to the River State House of Assembly members, led by Martin Samewule, requesting for the governor to submit the 2024 appropriation bill. I think they are 100% correct. If you may, when the other people were there, when they submitted the bill, these other group were not there. So they cannot be there, and you submit a budget and they don't know anything about. If I may ask, on what would they commence their plenary or deliberation? So there is need that the governor must submit that budget to them, so that they who are just coming can know what the budget is up to and know how to contribute on the budget, so that it will be a working document. So
all right, thank you very much. Barry, point has been made.
To do that.
We have to move on to another caller now. Good morning, Nigeria Info.
Yeah, hi, Andrew. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Mufasa on the line. A quick one. Let me still appreciate and commend the effort so far by the Commissioner for Information. Like I said yesterday, the man has been showing capacity. This is what Rivers people want to hear. I think governance has started. And for him to be giving us, a day-to-day account of activities of government, it's going to, put aside these distractions, that some group of mischievous are trying to create in the state. Let me also say that it's a good thing that the chief of staff government house has resigned. It is logical that you cannot serve two masters. You cannot say you are chief of staff to a governor whereas you are loyal to the FCT minister. So for him to have resigned will give opportunity to people who believe in this administration to serve this governor diligently. And lastly, let me also say that If Martins and Mewuli and his co-travelers, for me, they should realize that whatever thing they are doing now is a nullity before the law. Lawyers have spoken about it. So many interest groups and people who are knowledgeable in the law have equally spoken about it. They shouldn't resort to self-help. They should rely on the law that they claim, to represent. They are no longer lawmakers. That is the reality. Thank you very much and have a nice day.
All right, thank you very much for your contribution. Nigerian for good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my brother Jim.
You're welcome.
Mr. Courier is my name.
Okay, go on.
I'm calling from Ozoban.
Okay.
Courier is my name.
Go on.
My topic this morning is Rivers State have a population of people, and if actually we send people to go and represent us, we did not send them to go and make problems. The governor has provided the budget. There is no need for we dragging ourselves. What we expected is peace in Rivers State. The chief of staff have resigned for peace to reign. Let the other 27 people reason within themselves that they are for Rivers State, they are not for personal interest. I am advising them. Any Sherlock statement that they are making is going to affect everybody, not only them. It's going to affect their family who are in the house. And I'm appealing to them. They should make sure that they learn from what AA and the chief of staff have done for me to come for Rivers State. This statement is not for only one person. I'm advising them. I'm not a politician, but I'm advising them. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Hofrey. Nigerian for good morning.
Yeah, Andrew Femi, good morning.
You're welcome.
My name is David. I'm calling from Montoro.
Go ahead.
I want to talk about Tono Kocha statement this morning. The PDP na side party. Anything Tono Kocha this morning, PDP bring and come. Any day we throw to me and BG as a ship of staff, PDP bring and come. He said this morning that na PDP, Pab organize the volume so you can enter in India. PDP decided to try to collaborate with them. And there's a man that said that all these communities are like within Pro-Wiki and team. Yes, you can see what the kind of people secret of the local government. Calling the sitting governor, they are good. Who is looking for the trouble? I don't know the one looking for problems. They are waiting for the authorities. What is it? I've been on campaign time. They should please, at the worst time, one of the issue, apologize to governor, apologize to Rivers people. To come and call the sitting governor.
All right.
Yes.
All right, please. So, no, I'm not. You made your point, but I just needed to correct an impression because I'm not aware of any occasion or haven't seen any video or anywhere where the chairman of the Korea local government area directly mentioned the name of the governor and used the language that you just used. So because I cannot verify that, I would encourage that we skip past that until we have perhaps proof to show that, oh, this was an event where he said this directly to the person or office of the governor. Then we can have that conversation. Okay. So please, for now, if wherever you got that from, please, if you can send it across to us, so we see it and then we verify it. Fantastic. Please do. Ida, you just made that. I haven't seen it. It's possible that it might have happened. I don't know. I haven't seen it. And I don't know if Nigerian Info has, because I don't think Nigerian Info has as well. Otherwise, you might have also heard it in the news. So please send it across to us and then let's verify that he said this to the person of the governor directly. And then we can have a conversation from there. Nigerian Info, good morning.
Morning, Andrew.
Welcome.
Yes, my name is John Amadi Alete, calling you from Obudioga this morning.
Okay, go ahead.
Andrew, lawmaker of ESOEK demands for a budget for 2024. Andrew, I keep on asking, are we playing in Rivers State? Why is it that it is only Rivers State that always sets a precedent that other states, other people across the world will be asking, is this in a state? Andrew, we were here in 2014 when a first lady, then Patient Jonathan, came to Rivers State and collected a microphone from then Governor of Rivers State, Chibikero Tinalechi, and nothing happened. Rivers people did not condemn it. Andrew, we were here on 2015 when there was election. Then a former governor of Rivers State, now Minister of FCT, said that when you are coming to Rivers State, prepare your will. Andrew, we say Rivers State again. Look at what is happening. President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Anna Bola Tinubu, writes an 8-point agenda to impose on the governor of the state who is elected by the Rivers people. Andrew, why Rivers State is like this? What happened to Rivers State? Why is it that people do anyhow in Rivers State? Are we joking here? Is Rivers State a dumping ground that any person can wake up and do anything and go? Andrew, look at what Donald Trump is passing through today in America. When he was the president, just he make a statement. The court said, people said he incited people, that there was a riot in America in the White House. Therefore, he's passing through difficulty today to be a candidate. Court have been nullifying him because of what he said. Andrew, by virtue of things that MK is doing, he's not even qualified to be a minister of Federal Republic of Nigeria. With all this attitude that they are doing in Rivers State, it is very wrong. One man will be doing Rivers State as if it is his own. If that be the case, let us name Rivers State near to Wike State, so that everybody will have a peace of mind.
Thank you.
It is not the way.
All right, thank you very much.
Let him go.
But your point has been made, understandably, but it is not the minister of the FCC that is saying they should give him or represent budget to him, is it? It isn't. The lawmakers are the ones saying it. Whether they are loyal to the minister or not, that's a whole different conversation. But the first thing is they are lawmakers, and they are the ones asking for budgets to be presented. The minister is not the one in the house looking at the budget. These men have a right to say that, okay, there's no need, the budget already be presented, let's move past that, let's see what we can do now going forward, since we're all for the interest of peace. As it has been widely said in public space that it's the interest of peace. That is also an option for them. If they have decided to say they want to look at it, well, it's not the minister now. It's not the minister. The minister has said what he wants to say. But for this budget now, there was something that was signed. The governor is in the place now to come and tell us what he wants to do next. Good evening. Good morning, Nigerian Info. Go ahead.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Mrs. Uchekel is my name. I'm calling from Eje.
Go ahead.
You know, matter is very simple. Unlike people will always say, paradise day near. With a random, they're from Abara, they're from LLM, one go is. Regards to the budget and the request made by Martins and Mayfield led a group. Now, there was something signed already. The government said, I will implement it. And taking the budget to the Martins and Mayfield group was what he signed. It is now left for the governor to come and tell us, I signed under duress. I am no longer implementing again. Then tomorrow, one lawyer will come out and say, oh, I will take you to court. Another one will come out and say, hey, if he signed, wahala go dey. What kind of situation is this one? A man shouldn't be a man with different opinions. If you want to answer back, answer back. If you want to answer shoe, answer shoe. You shouldn't be confusing yourself and trying to threaten the public. Then let me go to CSO government house, resigns. I am a bit confused here. Is it that Chidamadi has resigned before now? Because there have been speculation that anything been appointed the chief of staff government has. See, the information commissioner came this morning to clarify the whole thing. Let's tell us, during the banquet meeting, he was there, and that was during the festive period, and he was recognized as the chief of staff government house. How come he resigned and we are not aware? Did he resign under duress or he secretly resigned? Please, I need a clarification there.
Okay, well, I wouldn't know, but I'm sure he resigned same way every other person that has resigned so far in the state resigned their positions. We did not know. We woke up and they have resigned. I think that's just it. Simple. He resigned. Some of the messages on WhatsApp. 080903064116. But before the messages, what is important is the document that has been the resolution that was signed and the constitution, which carries more weight and which is most recognized, or it would be recognized in the country. That's also another conversation altogether at the end of the day. But like I've said, I think we'll just give things time and see what the coming days would bring. The governor would be in the best place to address all of this, and so far he has said that from his broadcast, if you remember, he will do the best he can to implement this in a manner that it does not offend Rivers people or infringe on the freedom and rights of Rivers people. That was what he said. So let's not drag this any further and just watch and see how the governor plays this out. This one says on WhatsApp, Wiki apologist at least. Oh, my brother. Concerning presenting the budget before the Martins Amehule leadership of the House, the governor should not present it, even though he signed the resolution in Abuja. The Constitution is supreme. Bala Fama sent that one. Another one says the Constitution stands for me. The person says there is no way a budget that has been passed will be resubmitted. It can't work. The budget has already been signed into law. The governor of the state, the lawmakers can wait for next year's budget. But for this one, it is gone. Obioma Noble, the high increase of insecurities in the state is fast becoming unbearable. Police should re-strategize as to stop all these insecurities facing the people. Christian Williams from Igbo Echie. The APC leader in Rivers State is doing great under the able leadership of Chief Tony Okocha. I commend him for what he's doing to make the party functional again. I'm appealing to everyone to identify with the chief. His leadership abilities is evidently also seen at the NDDC. Sylvester sent in that message. This one says, Ebulu Michael here says that the budget has not been passed, though it's important the governor do the needful as I agreed. Diverse opinions everywhere. Talking corruption in Nigeria, until the DPOs are arrested for sending their men to extort money with impunity in the name of roadblocks, corruption will surely be a way of life in Nigeria. Well, I understand your opinion, but then we haven't had any DPO that was said to, or any police officer that has said DPO sent them, or any DPO that have said they sent police officer, or any investigation that has revealed that the DPOs sent police officers to go collect money. Are DPOs aware that these police officers are some of them acting in a manner that is unprofessional? Possibly so. Very possible that some of the DPOs are aware. Are they doing anything to stop it? That is what we might not know totally. But then it's possible that some might be and others might not. We can't tell. It's just within. I think it's within the purview of the police, the IGP, the commissioner. Okay, let's start with that. The commissioner to put his foot down and do some serious work. The release of Betta Edu by the EFCC should not end the investigation because Nigerians are interested in the case. Woike Otinaka. It cannot end the investigation. It's basically she was released on bail, so I'm sure any time she's needed for questioning, she'll be invited back. At least we also heard that the ICPC recovered 50 billion. Whether it's from that particular issue or particular Edu saga, we don't know. Thank God Ability says, in the history of Nigeria, I've never heard of a governor resubmitting an already passed budget twice to the State House of Assembly, and I stand to be corrected. A text man says, good morning. The request by the House of Assembly for the governor to represent the 2024 budget is a nullity. Obioma Noble on Facebook says there's no way a budget that has been passed to be resubmitted. It can't work. That budget has already been signed. The lawmakers should wait for next year. Patrick Amadi, oh man, I missed that one. Alex says, I suggest Nigeria should adopt law that say if a public officer holder loots public fund, he or she should be sent to jail without bail. Lorenzo Delight says, your message is too long. I was just saying this on Facebook, please. We can't take all of this. It's a live stream, so there are plenty of messages coming in, and it means we can't finish it. As long as the governor signs the resolution in Abuja, which includes the budget, he should do so for the sake of peace. And some people have said, what peace would that be if Rivers people are not happy with it? It's back and forth. Some would also even ask, is it not possible for the lawmakers in the name of peace to decide and say, okay, this budget has already passed before we came. The people who passed this budget are also our colleagues. So, okay, let's get past this and look at other things. Is that not also possible? I'm asking, I'm not a lawmaker, I don't know. But is that not possible for the interest of peace that is also done? Patrick Amadi says, Tony Okocha is in his rights. Proper things need to be done. Any defense is supposed to inform the party chairman. All right, so he says, so far so good. We haven't heard anything in response to that from Senator Magnus Abbey, but he has said that also is returned to the ABC. But in the eyes of the chairman, Chief Tony Okocha, I don't know. He hasn't, because I've not been informed. The right channels have not been followed. Okay. We'll go on the short commercial now, and when we come back, we'll take some more of your messages on X and WhatsApp. Stay with us.
You are tuned in to 92.3 Nigeria.